Hi children, welcome to grade 4 English and this is our session 1 in chapter number 11, The Clever Jackal Gets Away. And before getting into our story, let's learn some new words. Agile, able to move quickly and easily. Snare, a trap which is used to trap the animals. Trotting, running with short steps. Chorused, a group of people talking together. Moaned, groaned or cried in pain. Howled, cried or screamed. It's the sound made by animals. Cowered, trembled or shrunk in fear. Accentuate, focus attention on something. Brawny, physically strong or muscular. Heaved, pulled or dragged. Yelped, shouted or screamed in pain or fright. Bounded, jumped or bounced. Prop, pillar or something for support. And I hope you are clear with all these new words. Now let's learn the did you know. James Albert Honey was an author of African folk tales. His tales were mainly based on animal characters in wildlife. Jackals are known to be the fast runners and can run at the speed of 16 km per hour. And now let's read the story. The Clever Jackal Gets Away. Gogo the wolf began one evening. How, my children. You know, cleverness is a very important thing to own. Why cleverness has helped Nokwaja out of the cooking pot more than once. It started talking about the old tale. It said to the grandchildren, the jackal is also a clever animal, isn't he, Gogo? Asked little Sifo, and he was quite proud that his nickname was Fungusi. Gogo, in fact, had given him that name because of the loud howl he had made as a baby. But Sifo liked to think that it was because he was quick and agile like the jackal. Gogo laughed and looked at the child at her feet. Yes, my boy, you are right. The jackal is a very clever animal, sometimes too clever for its own good. I remember how he helped Jabu, the herd boy, by tricking Bubesi back into the snare. Tell us another tale about Jackal, Gogo, begged Sibbo. Yes, Gogo, her other grandchildren chorused, please tell us. And Gogo, it's the grandmother of all those wolves, that is Sifo. All right, my children, but listen and learn. Gogo settled her round self down more comfortably upon the tree stump. One day, long ago, Jackal was trotting through a narrow rocky pass. As he often did, he kept his nose to the ground as he ambled along to catch the odd scent. Never know when I'll happen upon my next meal, he thought to himself. Although it was highly unlikely that he would find a rat out in the midday eat, but perhaps he could catch a lizard or two. He was in search of food. Suddenly, he was aware of a movement ahead of him in the pass. Oh no! Jackal moaned and stopped dead still in his tracks. A lion was coming towards him. Realizing that he was too near to escape, Jackal was filled with fear. He had played so many tricks on the great Bubesi in the past that he was sure that the lion would take this opportunity to get his revenge. In a flash, the jackal thought of a plan. Help, help, cried Jackal. He cowered down on the cliff path looking above at the rocks. The lion stopped short in surprise. The lion remembered that the jackal had tricked him so many times. The lion wanted to give it back to him this time. Help! Jackal howled, using the fear he felt in the middle of his chest to accentuate his cry. Jackal glanced up at Bubesi. Oh, great one, please help. There is no time to lose. See those great rocks above us. They are about to fall. We shall both be crushed to death. Oh, mighty lion, do something. Please save us. And Jackal hovered even lower, his paws covering his head. Bubesi looked up, most alarmed. Before he even had a chance to think, Jackal was begging him to use his strength to hold up the overhanging rock. So Bubesi put his brawny shoulder to the rock and heaved, that is pulled. And here you can see the narrow rocky path, and there standing the lion, that is Bubesi, and the poor jackal, and he started crying. Oh, thank you, you great king, yelped Jackal. I will quickly fetch that log over there to prop under the rock, and we will both be saved. With that, Jackal bounded out of sight. Lion was left all alone to struggle under the weight of the unmoving rock. How long he remained there before he realized that it was another trick by the jackal? We will never know. But this much we do know, that the jackal continued to live by his wits. And children, I hope you are clear about the story, right? And what is the moral we learn from this story, children? In today's times, being smart and clever is a necessary quality for all of us. But it doesn't mean hurting others. We should be smart, clever and intelligent in all ways, in all situations. But it doesn't mean that we should hurt others. We should not hurt others at any cost. Yes? Yeah. And now let's summarize what we have learned in today's session. Children, we have learned the new words, did you know, and how jackal passed away, the story, right? And I hope you're clear with this story and the moral what we have learned from this story. And now let me tell you the home assignment for today's session. Read chapter 11, The Clever Jackal Gets Away. New words, did you know, and story thoroughly. And after that you have to complete practice zone 1, that is question number 1. The jackal is also a clever animal, isn't he, Gogo? Who said this line in the story and to whom? And second, why was the jackal called a clever animal? Use lines from the story for your answer. And third, who insisted on listening to another tale about the jackal? Who narrated the tale? And fourth, in the tale about the jackal, where was the jackal going and why? Children, answer all these questions and hand in your completed home assignment in grade 4 English Google Classroom. Drink more water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, don't use mobile phone and television often, and stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you so much.